Quote number 1. You use a glass mirror to see your face. You use works of art to see your soul. This means that to see the essence of your own self, you see works of art which are unimaginable and mesmerizing. There are some artists in the world who, through some interesting combinations, are able to create something which is magical. Art basically is an expression of love. This is the reason that when you see a great piece of art, you feel kind of a soul connection with that particular thing. When you see a mirror, you see yourself in reality, but when you see a masterpiece, your imagination is tapped into inside your head and you suddenly feel somewhat connected to it. Art is also a showcase of creativity of an artist. Even if you are creating an amazing work of art, you imagine something and then make it come to life through art. You do this by putting your heart and soul into it. Therefore, you are able to take a closer look at your soul. We should connect ourselves to great art to feed our soul and keep the child inside us alive. Quote number 2. After all, the wrong road always leads somewhere. This means that even if during the struggle of life we go astray and take the road which is wrong, it still teaches us something even though we get nowhere after taking it. What we actually learn from this is that the road we took in reality does not lead anywhere. Another interpretation of this could be that the road which we call wrong road might also be the right road for us. There is a possibility that the path which we did not take and considered to be right might have been the biggest mistake of our life. This teaches us that even if we think that the road we are on is wrong for us, we should learn from it and keep moving forward, because we will at least get somewhere if we keep moving forward. Quote number 3. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it. This means that whatever we imagine in life is just a shadow of what actually happens in reality. If we desire something greatly and if we don't get it, we will spend our whole life being sad and in despair. And if we get it, it gives boosts to your ego and there is a high probability that we will indulge in pleasures. And even if this does not happen, we will have a new goal to achieve. Even if there is happiness, it is for the short term only. The best way to continuously grow in life is to keep learning and not to set any level of expectations with any of your goals. Quote number 4. Never wrestle with pigs. You both get dirty and the pig likes it. This means that in order to fight with someone who is dirty-minded, you actually have to go down to that level. When you get down to that level, you will gain nothing but lose a lot because you also get dirty. Now the dirty person always lives in the dirt, so she will not be affected by this. You, who was actually clean, are now dirty and the dirty person is happy about that. A dirty person always loves to be dirty and also to make others dirty. It is you who has to decide if you want to go down to the level of a pig or just be silent. Quote number 5. Doing what needs to be done may not make you happy, but it will make you great. This actually means that if something is important enough, you must do it even if doing it makes you unhappy and frustrated. The purpose that is being achieved should give you boost every now and then. And in this process, one thing is for sure, you will achieve greatness doing it. When you start something, initially it is very tiring and tough to keep going because you have to apply yourself to learning a lot. And maybe you need to get out of your comfort zones to do things you never thought you can do. But once you get in a state of flow, you start to become more used to it and additionally you also become great. So we should learn to always do something that is important so that we can actually bring some change in the society. Quote number 6. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. This means that it is better to live a life in which you are prepared and not afraid to make mistakes rather than doing nothing in life and avoiding all kinds of risks. Nobody is perfect in this world and all human beings make mistakes no matter how much talented they are. What is actually important is to learn from those mistakes and failures in your life and not repeating them again. Doing this not only brings you respect, but it is also beneficial for the society because many people can actually learn from your story. Quote number 7. Progress is impossible without change, and those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. This means that change is the only thing that remains constant in the world. And growth is actually possible only through change. So we must learn to be adaptable and change according to our surrounding circumstances. Without changing our minds, nothing can be changed. For example, if we talk about the modern times, if someone does not upgrade himself or herself with the level of technology, then you can't keep up with the world. The first step to this is actually changing your mentality. We must have a flexible mindset which is ready to change with time and also what is happening around us. Quote number 8, beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. This means that false knowledge is actually much more dangerous than having no knowledge. Applying false knowledge practically can actually give negative results, and you can also misguide the people around you who try to learn from you. For example, you are trying to invest your money or maybe someone else's money in business and you have false knowledge about that field. There is a higher probability that you will lose all the money. Having false knowledge and applying it also wastes a lot of time because you are most likely to fail. So knowledge must be acquired from the right source and in the right way.